This solo financial advisor posts 3 times a week. But before anything becomes a video, the script gets reviewed first. Here's how. No last minute filming, no off the cuff claims, and no wondering if the line went too far after the video is already edited. Instead, he uses one AI avatar, one script first workflow, and HeyGen to turn financial topics into reviewable, approved, ready to post videos. So everybody, this is episode 4 of the SMB series, where we show how small business creators use HeyGen to make more content without turning content creation into a second full-time job. And this episode is very different from the first 3, because for financial advisors or really anybody in a regulated industry, the video is not the first thing you create. The script is, because the script is what can be reviewed, edited, approved, and then finally turned into a video. So without further ado, let's get into it. For a lot of financial advisors, content creation is one of the best ways to build trust. Most people don't want to be sold to. They just want to understand the basics, learn what the terms mean, and feel like the person explaining it actually knows what they're talking about. But financial content is not like normal content. You can't just open your phone, improvise a market take, post it, and hope it's fine. There are rules, disclosures, and things you need to avoid. And that's the real problem. The more improvised and casual the content gets, the harder it is to review. And the harder it is to review, the harder it is to scale. You think about the normal process. You come up with an idea, you film it, and then edit it. You add some captions and then send it out for a review. And when somebody gets to it, they flag just one line. And now you're re-recording, re-editing, or just scrapping the entire post. And this is exactly why this workflow starts earlier. Not with the final video, but with the script. Create the words first, review the words first, approve the words first, and then you can turn it into a video. So today we'll build this in 4 steps. Create the advisor avatar, write a script with guardrails already built in, review and approve it, and then render it inside of HeyGen. But first, we need to decide how our advisor is actually going to be presented. Inside HeyGen, you're going to want to go to the main dashboard, and on the left sidebar, click avatars, and then in the top right, you can see create avatar. Just click that. The big unlock here is reuse. You create the avatar once and reuse it over and over again for every topic. Retirement basics, market volatility, emergency funds, budgeting, and whatever else comes next. No rebuilding the presentation every time. But now for creating an avatar, you actually have a few options. HeyGen's going to ask you if you want a photo or a video avatar. A photo avatar is faster and easier to start with, and a video avatar is a little more effort, but usually feels more natural. So for an avatar that feels personal and consistent, I'd lean into a video avatar if you can. You could also skip making one of your own and use one of HeyGen's default ones too, and still run the exact same workflow. And also that's not it, because you don't even need an avatar. For explainer style finance videos, you can just use an AI voice built around simple visuals, charts, headlines, screenshots, B-roll, or educational graphics. So this could really be avatar led or voiceover led depending on your content and your goals. But now for this example, we're going to be building around a financial advisor avatar, and we're going to call him David. And now if you're creating your own footage for your avatar like I am with David, the footage does not have to be complicated. Just record yourself talking directly to the camera, aim for around 2 minutes of total footage, and film it in either landscape or portrait depending on what you want. And I recommend filming it in at least 1080p quality or higher, and make sure it fits the file size requirements that HeyGen's going to give you on screen. Good lighting, clear audio, and a simple background. It's that easy. And for a financial advisor, that usually means a clean desk setup, maybe a neutral office, some business casual clothing, soft lighting, and no visible client documents or sensitive information anywhere in the shot. The goal is not to feel overproduced. It's natural, believable, and for finance, calm and easy to listen to. But now we're going to drag the footage into the upload box and choose a name for our avatar. And we're going to decide whether to use the voice that HeyGen created for us based off the footage that we provided, or record a cleaner version afterwards. And to make sure it sounds as close to you as possible, I would recommend recording it afterwards. And right after you upload it, you'll end up hitting the consent step. HeyGen's just going to ask you to record a super short consent clip. This is just to confirm that the person being turned into the avatar actually gave permission. And this matters no matter who the avatar is actually for. Remember, you should only create avatars of people who know exactly how their likeness is going to be used. But now once you're done, you can go ahead and press submit, and HeyGen will automatically process it in the background. And they'll even notify you when it's ready. And now we have the base presenter for our entire system. David doesn't have to start every video from zero anymore. He just needs the next topic and the next script. And in earlier episodes, we generated the script and jumped right into making a video. But now here, the script is the asset that needs the most care. So of course, we baked the guardrails in from the very first prompt. So instead of prompting like this,
write a viral video about investing,
we use a prompt that builds in constraints. Something like, act as a financial education copywriter. Write a 60-second social video script teaching one concept about blank. Constraints, educational framing only. No performance promises, no specific return figures, advisors, and no client testimonials. And with this exact disclosure, and you can fill in whatever you or your firm's disclosure language is. Use a conversational tone accessible to a non-financial audience. And now this prompt right here does 4 distinct things. It frames the video as education and not advice. It specifically tells the model what to avoid. It leaves room for your firm's own required disclosures, and it keeps the tone accessible to a wide audience instead of sounding like a plain textbook. But now let's run it with a real topic. Let's go with Roth IRA basics. Now this is pretty much the same prompt that I just created, so I won't go over it again, but I simply just filled in the blanks with things that have to do with this topic. And the output explains the concept simply, without promising what somebody will earn or telling every viewer what they should personally do. So instead of "this is the best account for you," it says something like, a Roth IRA is one type of retirement account that people can use for long-term savings. That difference is the whole game. One sounds like a recommendation and the other sounds like education. And if a line feels too strong, you can follow it up with this prompt. Rewrite this script to remove anything that can be interpreted as a performance promise, recommendation, or testimonial. Keep the educational value, add a disclosure at the end stating this is for educational purposes only and not individualized advice. And all of this right here is what really makes this scalable. David isn't making random videos anymore. He's building a repeatable script system. The same exact guardrails every time, and the script can be saved, reviewed, and marked up. And if you're into building AI workflows just like this one, now is the perfect time to subscribe and turn on notifications, because we're breaking down more real use cases across the entire SMB series. But now before we render anything, we pause right here. This is a step that makes the entire workflow worth it. The reviewer isn't looking at the finished video, they're looking at the script. They can comment on specific lines and remove language that feels too strong. They can also add disclosure warnings and approve the final version. Only then does it finally move into HeyGen. That is a much cleaner system than filming first and fixing later. If something needs to change, David doesn't have to refilm. He edits the script, regenerates the voice, and re-renders the video. And to be clear about what this workflow does and doesn't do, it does not make compliance decisions for you, and it does not substitute your firm's review. What it does is make the content easier to review, because the wording is locked and approved before any time goes into production. The compliance call always stays with your reviewer. But now that the script is approved, we can make the video. And there's actually 2 different ways to do this. The first one is the manual route. You click create video, pick a layout, and drop in your avatar, paste the script, and build every scene yourself. And this gives you full control, but takes time that most advisors just don't have. So I'm going to show the faster version using Video Agent. Instead of building every single scene manually, you give HeyGen your goal and let it automatically assemble it for you. So now I'm going to paste in the approved script, and that wording really matters. It is not a random first draft. This is the version that has already cleared the review. But now I just give Video Agent a clear direction. We'll use this prompt right here. You can pause and read it if you want, or you can just go down in the description and copy and paste it to use it for yourself. And this is to ensure that we keep the same guardrails at the video stage too. Stay educational, avoid performance claims, and make sure to include the disclosure. And since we built David's avatar earlier, we'll just select it here. And if you use a default avatar or a voiceover, you would just select those instead. And now I'm going to set the format for vertical because we're going to be wanting to post on TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts, or even LinkedIn too. And for visuals, I would keep it clean, simple, and professional. And make sure to avoid anything that can accidentally sound like a promise. No guaranteed return visuals, no money explosion graphics, no before and after wealth claims, and no charts that imply a specific result. Before exporting, review the video and check for 4 things. Does it match the approved script? Is a disclosure included? Do any visuals accidentally imply a result? And does it still feel clear and human? If something's off, just tighten the script, adjust the pacing, swap the visuals, or just regenerate an entirely new version. And now finally, here's the result. If you've heard people talk about a Roth IRA but aren't totally sure what it is, here's a simple version. A Roth IRA is a type of retirement account that some people use for long-term savings. The main idea is that you put money in that you've already paid taxes on. Then, if certain rules are met, qualified withdrawals in retirement can be tax-free. So the trade-off you have to consider is pretty simple. You don't usually get a tax deduction today for putting money into a Roth IRA, but the potential benefit is that the money may be able to grow over time and come out tax-free later on. That's why Roth IRAs are often discussed with younger savers, people early in their careers, or anyone thinking about tax flexibility in retirement. But Roth IRAs also have rules around eligibility, contribution limits, timing, and withdrawals. So it's important to understand how they fit into your overall plan before making decisions. Remember, this content is for educational purposes only and is not individualized financial advice. Please consult a qualified financial professional before making any financial decisions. A short educational finance video with David's avatar, built from a script that was generated, reviewed, approved, and then rendered in HeyGen. And that side by side is the real point. The video matters, but the script document matters just as much, because that document is what makes the system actually repeatable. David can do one script on Roth IRA basics, another on emergency funds, another on market volatility, and every single one follows the same path. Generate, review, approve, render, post, and repeat. And this works well beyond just financial advisors. A lawyer could use it for general legal education, an accountant for tax deadline explainers, a healthcare provider for general wellness, and an insurance agent for basic policies. The industry changes, but the workflow stays the same. If the content needs review, make the script the reviewable asset, and then build the video after the wording is approved. But now, if you want to try to build a workflow just like this, you can check out HeyGen through the link down in the description below. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on bell notifications so you don't miss out on the rest of the SMB series. Next episode, we're going to be diving into AI influencers and how a small business can create a content engine around an AI personality. But anyways, everybody, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.